So hey guys, this is Harneet here. Welcome to the first episode of the Masterclass in SaaS for Cybersecurity and DevOps automations. So today we'll be talking about ensuring the SaaS security for your DevOps products using the DevOps tools and other stuff here. So like all of the SaaS products, they are deployed in cloud and they're based on one of the cloud providers out there. Maybe it may be AWS or Azure or Google Cloud out there. But all of these cloud operators, they work on shared responsibility model, and it's very important to understand the clear-cut responsibilities. Which of these things would be taken care of by your cloud provider, and which part of this security and other operations of this cloud has to be taken care by you. Sorry. So if you talk about the shared security model, the hardware provisioning, the data center security, etc., is all taken care by the cloud provider, and making sure the proper controls are in place, the security groups are proper whitelisted IP addresses, your applications are secure, you have proper data is encrypted at rest, data in transmission is encrypted. So making sure all of these steps are a clear-cut segregation of your responsibility, and you should have proper engineers and qualified guys in place to make sure that the data is secure. And as I mentioned, the most important part here is around the data encryption. You have to make sure that the data which is stored or is at rest is always encrypted, the disks you are using are always encrypted, the data which is being transmitted is always encrypted using the proper HTTPS certificates, SSLs are in place, and all of that stuff is in place. So another point we should take care of is the access control. We should always work on the principle of the least privilege out there, or zero trust. So we have to ensure that the only people or only systems or controls that need the access to that data should have the access, and that at the minimum privilege. And no other person or unauthorized guy should have access to your system. So make sure you have proper MFAs in place, you have proper authentication mechanisms in place so that your data is secure from the data security point of view. Another thing, or I would say the most important thing, is around the vulnerability assessments. Make sure you have SAST, that's the static code analysis, in place, so that even before your code is deployed into production, it's checked for vulnerabilities. Your developers know how to secure their code. Another important perspective is DAST, or the dynamic security controls, or as the pen testing as we call it. So make sure you have regular pen testing happening on your systems, you review those reports and you fix those issues, what you find out there. These are the basic steps we should have in place to make sure that your SaaS business is protected and it's safeguarded against hackers and unauthorized attempts. So another one very important point is around your database and data application backup and recovery. We have to make sure that all of the data is backed up properly. There are point-in-time recovery mechanisms available. So if any untoward instance happens and a ransomware attack happens, we should be able to recover our data from the backup and make sure that we have the copies in place, so for business continuity. We should have proper BCP, that's the business continuity plan, and disaster recovery plans in place. And finally, we need to make sure that we adhere to the law of land. We are compliant with the legal compliances we need to be. For example, if you take care of the healthcare information or the patient information, you should be HIPAA compliant. If you're working with the payment card industry, you should be PCI DSS compliant. So let's make sure that we have all of those controls in place, and we are compliant with all of those law of land.